Story RH, the podcast that makes a long story short.
Welcome to all.
History is made of stories.
In this episode, we'll be talking about data and the way in which HR departments use and analyze that information.
HR professionals often find themselves fending off criticism that their work is vague and approximate just because it's not unlike finance, purchasing, or even marketing, based on hard and fast figures.
And although HR departments can't build their credibility on statistics alone, they'd still be wise to explore the field to find more efficiency gains. But why? What's the story?
There are many reasons why HR professionals turn to data. The list is too long to unpack everything here, so let's focus on three main reasons.
Perhaps most importantly, data can give a company insight into its human capital, which is a key company resource and one that sits at the heart of the HR profession.
It starts with a drive to understand your human capital in the descriptive sense. In other words, by studying the characteristics of the population human resources is there to manage.
A bit like the way marketing departments conduct market research to analyze consumer behavior.
Exactly. That's something marketing has been doing for years with the help of techniques like multiple linear regression and factor analysis. It's all part of what we call exploratory data analysis.
But HR departments still make relatively little use of those tools, even though they could benefit from insight into the cause and effect relationships that impact the workforce.
Although not every correlation shows a cause and effect, analysis would help HR professionals to identify focal points, avenues for exploration, and scope for action.
So, the first reason HR departments should take an interest in HR analytics is because the information can give them more insight into the population they're dealing with, the people who make up the company.
Second, analytics can help HR departments to improve their own HR policies and initiatives. Statistical analysis can provide tangible information to prove or disprove different assumptions and buttress everyday decision-making processes.
A word of warning here. We're not suggesting data should replace human intelligence. Figures alone mean nothing. You can make the data say whatever you want. It's the experience of HR professionals that unlocks the secrets in the data. That applies to any field of statistical analysis, and it's especially the case when that field involves people in all their complexity, who very often escape the efforts of standard modeling.
So, you're saying HR professionals have a real opportunity to use additional tools and resources to enhance their work and unlock efficiency gains. And they shouldn't worry about losing their jobs to robots that can analyze everything, because the experience and skills of HR professionals are key to unlocking that data, provided, of course, they develop the necessary skills to do so.
HR analytics provide a better overview of target groups and can improve interpretation while making it easier to monitor any resulting initiatives.
The third reason HR departments should take an interest in data is that figures can provide the bedrock needed to base communication on clear, tangible facts.
That's a problem HR professionals encounter time and again. How to make themselves understood by people outside of human resources. A message is much more convincing when it's built on a solid argument. The goal is to demonstrate rather than assert, based on watertight arguments that boost credibility.
HR analytics give weight to the words of HR professionals. Data and analysis are tools used to bear out the facts. They provide a vital resource for human resources departments that feel they're not being taken into account or listened to, empowering them to convince people who find extrinsic evidence more persuasive than impassioned speeches.
To recap, HR analytics is a field that has long been overlooked by HR professionals. But it's a field that warrants exploration. First, it gives HR departments more insight into the human resources they manage. Second, it can guide their policy and initiatives more effectively. And third, it provides the facts needed to give weight to arguments when dealing with other company departments. Is that right?
Exactly right. Way to make a long story short.
Story RH, the podcast that makes a long story short.